Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates new defence complexes in Delhi, says new defence complexes stand for New India. All business establishments across the state remain shut in a protest called by Confederation of Nagaland Chamber of Commerce and Industries. Agriculture Production Commissioner Nagaland emphasizes on the need to adopt emerging technologies to transform agriculture sector in Nagaland. And Union Minister of State Rajeev Chandrasekhar on a two-day visit to Nagaland from tomorrow. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is going on, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also help others to get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower their guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact National Helpline numbers 011 2397 8046 and 1075 and State Helpline number 1800 345 0019. And now the news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said defence complexes stand for New India and will strengthen the army. Inaugurating the defence offices complexes at Kasturba Gandhi Marg and Africa Avenue in New Delhi today, Modi said modern infrastructure played an equally important role for focusing on ease of living and ease of doing business. This is the idea behind the work that is being done in the development of the Central Vista, he said. The Prime Minister said the work of Defence Office Complex has been completed in a record time of only 12 months as against its scheduled completion in 24 months. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh highlighted that the modernization of armed forces and Atmanirbharta in defence sector is due to the efforts of the Prime Minister. Urban Development Minister Hardeep Singh Puri assured the Prime Minister that next year's Republic Day parade will be held at New Central Vista. Puri also said next year the Parliament will function from the new building. All shops and business establishments remained closed today across Nagaland in protest against multiple taxations by Naga political groups and government agencies. Called by the Confederation of Nagaland Chamber of Commerce and Industries, the protest ended peacefully with no report of untoward incidents from across the districts. Agriculture Production Commissioner Y. Kiketo Sema has emphasized on the need to incorporate modern and emerging technologies in order to transform agriculture sector of the state by adopting settled or permanent agriculture. He said this during a virtual meeting held today under the chairmanship of Additional Secretary Digital Agriculture, Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Vivek Agarwal, highlighting on the rapid change in climate conditions that was never before experienced in the state. Kiketo said it has become even more important for the state to adopt latest emerging technologies so as to mitigate any eventualities by use of technologies such as weather forecasting, various farmers advisory services, and also use of drones for quick assessment of damages for interventions in real times. Union Minister of State for Entrepreneurship, Skill Development, Electronics and Technology, Rajeev Chandrasekhar, is on a two-day visit to Nagaland from tomorrow. On his arrival, the minister will inaugurate the Software Technology Park of India, STPI Centre in Kohima at 12 noon. He will also distribute the Kaushal Acharya Award and thereafter an inspection visit to ITI Kohima. Later, he will attend a program celebrating Prime Minister Narendra Modi's birthday at the State BJP office. The visiting minister will also call on Chief Minister Nipurio. On the second day of his tour, Chandrasekhar will visit the Skill Upgradation Centre for Tribal Women under Sankalp and Handicraft Industry Cluster at Dimapur. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on the YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. As our nation celebrates the 75th year of independence, a series of events are being organized by the government as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. To commemorate the occasion as a Jan Utsav, we present India at 75 quiz with AIR News Kohima, a special quiz on India's freedom movement and its glorious history every Thursday in the Evening News Bulletin. And here goes our question of the week for English News Bulletin. Who coined the slogan Jai Hind and fought for India's independence from foreign land? I repeat, who coined the slogan Jai Hind and fought for India's independence from the foreign land? Listeners can send their responses to the question to our email airnewskohimaindia75@gmail.com and SMS or WhatsApp to 9485 239950 along with name and address. The first correct answer received from the participants will be selected as the winner and will be announced in tomorrow's morning news at 7:25 a.m. Governor-designate of Nagaland, Professor Jagdish Mukhi, will be sworn in as the Governor of Nagaland tomorrow. The swearing-in ceremony will be held at 11:30 a.m. at Dr. Imkong Lipa, Ao Hall, Raj Bhavan, Kohima. Advisor of School Education K.T. Sukalu today inaugurated the newly upgraded Government Higher Secondary School Aguluto in the presence of Advisor NSTMA and CAWT Kajedo Kinimi. Speaking on the occasion, Advisor K.T. Sukalu said the government's main aim is to give quality and free education to all the students and therefore encourage the parents not to hesitate in sending their children to government schools. He also requested the teachers to be sincere and honest in their profession, saying that a good foundation will help the students succeed in life. Advisor Gnimi urged the people to come together so that together they will work and bring more development to their place. Deputy Commissioner Twensang Kumar Ramnikan today handed over Watershed Development Fund account of Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, Watershed Development Component, erstwhile IWMP, Batch 4, 5 and 6 to all 45 villages at the Town Hall, Twensang. Speaking at the program, Ramnikant said programs such as Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana will help address climate change issue since soil and water conservation activities are undertaken by the department. DPO Land Resources Twensang Pututo Natso, in his keynote address, stressed on the importance of exit policy and said the objective of the department is to enable the villagers take care of the asset created for sustainability. Nagaland today reported 32 fresh cases of COVID-19, 43 recoveries and 2 deaths. The state total confirmed caseload has reached 30,763. Dimapur reported 11 new cases, 10 in Kohima, 5 each in Mogokchung and Pek, and 1 in Woka. While 25 infected patients from Dimapur have recovered from the disease, 9 from Mogokchung, 7 from Pek, and 2 from Kohima. 2 COVID deaths were reported from Dimapur. With this, the total recovered cases stood at 28,669, while total COVID casualties mounted to 634. There are now 505 active cases. Office of the Development Commissioner Handicrafts, Government of India, Ministry of Textiles, Handicrafts Service Centre Kohima, yesterday organized a one-day workshop on awareness on schemes of Development Commissioner Handicrafts and GI registration, e-commerce, GEM portal, and GST for ST artisans under research and development schemes for the year 2021-22 at Kohima. Director Industries and Commerce K. Hokishe Asumi encouraged the participants to be more productive and be ready to export anytime when the demand comes. Senior Assistant Director T. Roli Vareshim highlighted on the various schemes of the Development Commissioner Handicrafts which can be availed by the artisans. And now 20 News, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates new defence complexes in Delhi, says new defence complexes stand for New India. All business establishments across the state remain shut in a protest called by Confederation of Nagaland Chamber of Commerce and Industries. Agriculture Production Commissioner Nagaland emphasizes on the need to adopt emerging technologies to transform agriculture sector in Nagaland. And Union Minister of State Rajeev Chandrasekhar on a two-day visit to Nagaland from tomorrow. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.